Those are some geeses. Just a dang log. Herman! Oh wow! Corm!
Sorry about the mustache. Sorry about the mustache.
Mustachioed Kabale. That's a rare one. Yep. Group Fiver. Poor little guy. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Finally. Finally. Oh my god. What? No. No, it's paper. All right, let's get this show started. What's going on, everybody? Let me get all my monitors fixed up here. So many moving parts. Oh my god. I did my best on those openers, y'all. Looks like I had some exporting errors. And oh my gosh, look at all these alerts. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for following. Witty and Rambeard, you guys are my very first subscribers ever. Wow, look at that chat. Look at that chat over there. See, everything is just going perfect right now. For some reason, chat is duplicated, which is always fantastic. There we go. Hi, everybody. How's the audio? Want to make sure that Maxo's music isn't too loud. We are playing it probably a little loud there. I'm gonna fix that. Okay, so today we have Maxo and Diego, the team of Casual Birder. I've been talking to Diego for quite some time. I've been trying to get him on the show and trying to basically schedule him in and my schedule mixed with his, and we got it done. Here we are. And at the same time, Maxo, the composer for the music of Casual Birder, is also available. So it is a pleasure to have both of them on the show today. It just so happens that also the OST was released today for Casual Birder. So Maxo, I know you're in the chat. Link that beautiful Bandcamp, baby. The OST is available. It is a true delight. I'm going to turn this music down just a wee bit. The OST is a true delight. Everybody I've been watching on Twitch play Casual Birder immediately is infected by how cheerful and joyous it is. I'm sure we'll be listening to a little more of that later. But without further ado, first off, does anybody have their Playdate shipping right now? Is anybody processing? Does anybody know that it's in a car somewhere? I want to always ask that in chat because we do have a little extra special abilities here at Tiny Yellow Machine. So if your Playdate is shipping, Pajama, thank you. If your Playdate is shipping, let me know. Oh, Axolotl. Axolotl, looks like you are shipping. Supposedly it's in the air somewhere. Lasagna, yours is shipping as well. My mic is way too loud. Let me turn that down. There we go. How is my audio, Pajama? Sorry, I haven't been able to pay attention to the chat yet. Lasagna is shipping and is in transit. All right, well, you know what? I have some tools here. Let me pull up some tools. Let's see here. I have some tools here that Panic supplied me that I can kind of just take a look real quick. Let me see. They gave me some cameras that I can kind of pay attention to the shipping warehouse. And let me see if I have lasagnas here. It says it's in transit. Let me see. Let me see if it's even left the warehouse. Lasagna. Oh, here it is. Nope. No, 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 no. No, your driver isn't doing too well. It looks like he's kind of on a break right now. I don't think that's going to be getting to you anytime soon, Lasagna. Let's check on Axolotl. I think we did check on Axolotl a couple streams ago, but we might as well just take a look again. Axolotl says it's in the air. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is his driver. On his way. Oh, yeah. It's just not a good day for shipping. Yo, I think we're going to be in group 1 for a while. Yeah. I'm sorry about... Oh, man. Yeah, he's really going to be stuck there for a while. Oh, wait. It's going to Axolotl's house. No. He's probably just trying to get to the airport, Axolotl, to be honest. All right. Enough of shenanigans. Here's my Google Drive, just so all of you wanted to know. Let's get to the main part of the show. Let's bring in Diego and Maxo. We can sit here all day talking about the Playdate shipping. But first, I always want to say this at the start of each show. Congratulate each other. The Playdate is finally shipping. We all need to keep that in mind. It's been a long road. I don't have mine yet. Obviously, you saw that I am in group 2. We're going to make it, y'all. Anyway, let's get started. Diego and Maxo, I'm going to slowly unmute you. Let me set up this screen again here. Alrighty, I am unmuting Diego. Diego is unmuted. Oh, wow. Ooh, look at that. That's nice and loud. I like it.
Easy Maxo, and secure access.
Maxo, I've given you a voice.
A voice.
There it is.
This is my voice.
This is the beautiful voice of Maxo. All right.
This is the voice you've given me.
Let's jump into this and see. Hey, it's working. How about that?
Yeah.
Look at these two. Oh, man, that's so nice. Chat is gone. Let's see if we can get chat back.
Come back, chat.
I've been streaming for only about a year, you two, and I call this part the menu boss because there's always just issues, and I haven't figured it out yet. I don't know if you guys have... What's that? There we go. Got
That would be me.
Yeah. Yeah,
biggest obstacle, tech issues. Stream. Showing up on camera as a small candle compared to actually figuring out the tech and the software.
100%. Yeah. Overlay looks great. Good. Is everybody sound good? In chat, let me know if the music's too loud or voices are too loud. Let me know. Hi, Witty. All right. So let's get started. I have so many questions. First off, thank you for both of you being here. It's such a delight to have both of you at the same time. And I would just like to start with how Chicago Kitty, what's up? I would like to talk about how you guys met each other.
So we actually didn't. I think that we first got in touch because I found Max's music on SoundCloud.
That's
and
right.
No way.
Email.
For real?
Yeah, when I was working on my my thesis project at the NYU Game Center, I needed music, and I was obsessed with Max's SoundCloud, so I just sent an email, and it worked out.
Wow.
Yeah, I have that soundtrack for Izakaya Omen, right?
Yeah, I think it's on your Bandcamp, right?
It is. I'm trying to grab that real quick.
Yeah, Diego, tell me why you liked Maxo. What were you listening to at that time that was so amazing that you're just like, I need to talk to this guy. I need to work with him.
I'm trying to think what you would have been putting out then. That would have been like probably late 2013, early 2014. Yeah.
I was like in between some stuff. I was putting out a bunch of little stuff. I think I was still doing like level music stuff around then.
Yeah, you had like a lot of chip compilations, and you had
anything I can play right now. Is there one specific track that you remember that's just like, oh yes, this is it?
Oh man, I don't remember. I don't remember what.
Here,
Max has so much music that it's like
it's true.
It was probably like one of the level musics that has some food theme songs on it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so
Hold
there's
on.
an album called Foodie that I put out.
Foodie. All right, we're going to make a big move on the channel right now. We're going to go into Birder watch mode. Here we go. Boom. Oh my god, so beautiful.
Nice.
I took some liberty with your pixels, Diego. I hope you forgive me. I turned this Polaroid into a sort of 16:9 Polaroid.
Oh, that's beauoff.
You're okay. You're okay if I touch your pixels, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. I came off a little weird. I didn't want to be weird on purpose. All right, let's pull up Maxo's SoundCloud. I love looking into music. I'm a big fan of video game music. I know a lot of people in the chat are as well. Which you said there's a food album. I think you posted it.
Oh,
here.
I linked to the first project me and Diego worked
cool.
together. The one where we met each other in the process.
Right. Let me pull up.
Now here's the food. Oh, there you go. There's the food album.
Boom.
It's
All right.
there from 2012.
The food album. So you think this is one of the things that got you into Maxo?
Food focused thing that food focused really, and the timeline's up. This is a weird,
this looks right. This looks right.
Yeah.
But I like
a lot
all
of
those.
different stuff.
You did like level musics for like every letter of the alphabet, right? So I was also listening
Almost.
to all of those. Yeah.
Never actually finished. I should at some point. I keep telling myself.
Where is the volume on Bandcamp? That's the question. That's the true question. Isn't there a player?
Well, that's a good question.
Ooh, interesting.
I think there is a volume, but I couldn't tell you where it is.
Oh man, that's actually crazy. Bandcamp doesn't have a volume.
I think if they have like a pop-out player or something, but like
I don't think they.
No, mine has a volume that's like a volume slider that's right under the playhead. It doesn't seem to be showing up for you though.
Yeah, that's weird.
Curious.
All right, well,
that's very weird.
We'll keep it going. We have so much more to talk about, so I'm just gonna keep your SoundCloud going for now.
I'm not sure if I'm getting it or I don't know if the chat's getting the music. I'm actually gonna listen to it.
Yeah, I think we're not hearing the music, Max.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're hearing the music or not.
The music is back on. I think you guys can hear it now.
No, I'm still not getting it.
But maybe chat.
Really? Chat? You're not gonna get it in Discord,
maybe
Maxo.
chat is.
Yeah, I'm not pumping it through Discord.
There it is.
Yeah. All right. So you guys met through an email. What happened after that, Diego? And what was going on in sort of your world, Diego, when you reached out to Maxo? Was the Playdate a thing? Was this game even a thing? Thank you, Genetic.
No, so when we first met, it was just that thesis project for NYU, which was like a cooking game where you were a chef that got trapped in like a demon world and had to relearn how to cook with rotten meat and glowworms and stuff like that. And it never quite got as far as I wanted it to end up. It kind of ended up as a short demo, but Max made some really amazing tunes for that. And then we worked also on a game called Bum Rush together with Nina Freeman and Emmett Butler.
Let's pull that up. Keep talking though.
Which is a game about college roommates who all want to use the dorm room for intimate times with their significant others. And so you like ride around in go-karts trying to get to all the date spots and then back to the dorm faster than everyone else. And you can also bump the dates out of their car and steal them and get back with all the dates.
Yeah. This is this is 8-player, isn't it? Up to 8-player?
Yes, yeah. This was made for No Quarter, which is an annual exhibition that NYU puts on where they commission designers to make small games specifically to be shown like in that gallery context. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this was like an 8-player game that we projected on a giant screen.
Wow. So that's
I should say
really
like
fun.
the lead designer on this was Nina Freeman. She did most of the design. I just joined for the art. Yeah.
One thing I noticed about a lot of your games, Diego, is that like I feel like a lot of your early games were, to me, extremely complex. Like 8 players, like
Yeah.
Am I right by that? Did you take on like very intimidating aspects of gaming from the start?
I think it's more that New York has a really big like games exhibiting scene, so a lot of them are designed to be games that just play well in public spaces. So like Bum Rush is 8 players, and then I think Salmon Roll you also could just see on my site is a game that Jane Friedhoff and Andy Wallace designed, which you play with like a controller that it's a co-op game, but you play with one controller that's so big that you can't possibly be close to each other. So like it cannot be one player.
I remember seeing this. Yeah, this is insane.
Yeah, this is wild.
Here, let's watch this.
Yeah, so this is what was the screen, which I animated, is what will be projected on the wall, and then Andy and Jane like made this giant controller. And everyone always wants to tilt it, but you don't tilt it.
Oh my gosh!
It's just a joystick. It's like an ice cold beer.
Oh my gosh! This is so good.
That's wild.
Where's that controller
that was a fun
now?
Project. Really fun to animate that water. I assume it's at Andy's house, Andy and Jane's, but I have no idea.
So cool. Yeah. So again, here, just seeing the different types of games you make, it blows my mind. You're on puzzle games. You're on like physical world controller, contextual games, 8-player games. I don't know. It's a cool thing. Good job.
Oh, thanks so much.
Yeah. All right. So let me jump into my questions. I have you guys for an hour, so I want to stay on track. I'm going to pull this up here. All right. So anything else you guys want to say? I never let you actually introduce yourselves. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves real quick? Anything else you want to say that I've not picked up on?
Well, I mean, you're pretty comprehensive. I am Maxo, also is my artist name. I use Max Coburn. I'm trying to use Max Coburn more for scoring stuff, and just so it's out there in the soup of my audience, and they understand that they're one and the same. But yeah, I'm Maxo. You can find me on Twitter at MaxoTunes. Yeah, I've done some cool stuff. I just put out a score for an animated series and called Battle Kitty.
Oh yes,
you get the name drop in there.
Very popular.
Yeah, I'm
on Netflix.
Kind
correct?
Of back in the fray, out of free from NDA land. With Casual Birder coming out, with Battle Kitty coming out, everything kind of just landed in spring this year for me. So now I feel like I am ready to, after taking a cold glass of water, ready to re-enter the arena and
welcome
do
back.
more cool stuff. Thank you. It's
Diego.
a hell of a place out here.
Diego, anything to say for yourself before we get started?
I'm Diego, Radstronomical on Twitter, which is like astronomical, but with rad at the beginning. I don't really have anything to say. I make games and I teach game design, and I think you should hire Max to make music for you.
I like that. So how did the
debate that?
How did the NYU teaching begin, Diego? How long have you been doing that? I find that, and tell me about your class a little bit, real quick.
Yeah, so I have an MFA from NYU, from the NYU Game Center in game design. That's where I made Izakaya Omen that Max and I met working on. And actually, like, it kind of all coincides. I graduated from NYU. I did an incubator and worked on my first my second commercial release, which is a game called Sunburn, a mobile game. And right after Sunburn came out was when I was contacted about working on a game for Playdate. And I was contacted about teaching at NYU for a different program, for the integrated digital media program.
Hold on, I gotta.
Now.
We now have to. You said the Playdate word, so now we immediately have to switch topics. Look what you've done. So, you were contacted. You didn't contact somebody and say you wanted to make a Playdate game.
I think it is that I was recommended to them by some friends. I think it was AP Thompson and Jenny Zhao Shao were working on the game with them at the time. I don't think they ended up making one, but they were like trying to figure out working on a game, and they recommended me to them. I think it was them.
Awesome.
And yeah, so they reached out to myself and Aaron Friedman and Tony Pizza, who released Sunburn under the name Secret Crush. And basically, like, the scale of the game didn't make sense for us as a studio, so instead Aaron and I each decided to make our own games. And then Aaron went off to work at Fulbright and never finished his game, and I made my game.
No! So wait, he started a Playdate game and never finished?
Yeah, actually, Max's music was going to be for both. So the coffee shop music was also going to be the main theme to a game Aaron Friedman was working on.
I totally forgot about that. You just mentioned it.
Yeah.
It was a while ago, I guess.
The coffee shop music. So let's play a little of the OST in the background. Let me do. Oh, Bandcamp is going to be really loud.
So basically, they were going to be like, sister games where the characters from Casual Birder would like walk into a coffee shop in this other game, and then you'd have like a small coffee making game.
Oh, so cool!
Yeah, it would have been so cool to see it. I wonder if he'd let me like steal that code or something.
Yeah. Do you know what it was about? Are you? Can you tell us anything about what he was making?
I know there was like some cranking going on and some
no
as you
way
might expect in the coffee making process, but that's all.
Oh, that's really cool. Making coffee.
Use it for everything but grinding the bean.
I think someone else has made a coffee themed game, but I'm not sure. I haven't been scouring itch quite enough.
It's one of the few things we have left as a society that we use a crank for. So I feel like
grinding coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I'm thinking of other cranks in my life. I'm like,
fishing, coffee,
fishing,
old cameras.
So I think I have the shop BGM. Is that the coffee song that you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, I have that playing in the background. By the way, everybody in chat, feel free to throw out questions at any time. There's, we're not a massive show. We do have time to answer questions as long as I catch them. So feel free to ask anything as we go along. So, I know. So you are contacted about Playdate. What was your first impression of Playdate? What did you know about it? Kind of tell me about Playdate, the beginning of Playdate with you.
I don't remember. I was trying to find this email the other day, and I couldn't dig it up. I don't remember what they said, except that it was like a small device with a 2-color screen and a crank. And it was pretty clear that they would let me do whatever I wanted at all, which was like my main goal in life was to like figure out how to make games that I could do whatever I wanted on. At that time, Secret Crush, Aaron, Tony, and I were like pitching a lot of games to like various clients and responding to requests for pitches and making a lot of work that felt like pay the bills type work. And so it was like, oh, this is going to be like the fun project. So I jumped on it pretty quick. Yeah.
Okay. And do you want to tell me how Casual Birder began? So you got the job, or you decided you're going to make a game for Playdate. Where did Casual Birder come from? How did was this on the back burner in the back of your mind for a console? How did all this begin?
Remember why this was what I chose to make for Playdate specifically. I know at the time my brother had a blog called Casual Birder, which was like pictures of pigeons that he took on his cell phone, stuff like that.
Yes.
And I had not done any bird watching in my life at that time, and I kind of thought it was funny, and he was like kind of a nerd, but also it was kind of cool, and I was like, I'm gonna make this game, I'm gonna make fun of my brother, and it'll be great.
Oh, no way.
And then I started bird watching as research for Casual Birder, and I was like, oh, actually this is like extremely my thing. Yeah, I just want to take like long quiet walks and look at stuff. So.
All right.
I really feel that.
What about you, Maxo? Are you a bird watcher?
Well, I don't really I don't really do it very often. Interestingly, in my senior year of college, I took a bird watching elective. It was like
Oh my
it was like an ornithology
Extreme jealousy.
class, and it was like we did some bird watching, and we kind of in the class we kind of just like Google image searched birds and like looked at them and talked about them. Talked about like bird poetry. It was honestly a really
bird
cool class.
poetry.
That
Oh my
sounds
gosh.
wonderful.
It was wonderful, and the professor was like so passionate about it. This is clearly like his golden subject, and he really wanted to like teach this elective.
People who love
it was great.
birds.
So nice. That is wonderful. I took a lot of music elective classes. I did history of the Beatles, history of Jimi Hendrix, history of the 60s, 70s, 80s. This is rock and roll, by the way. And then history of hip hop. I almost had a minor in music appreciation.
My dad
taken
teaches
history of
music
birds.
appreciation.
Yeah, dude, I am a huge
a lot,
nature.
too.
Yeah, I'm a huge nature boy. If I had there probably were electives for nature. Just wasn't on my mind at the time. We have some good. Hold on. We have some good stuff. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. We have some great comments in the chat. Rambeard, why does Maxo look like Heath Ledger? Ooh,
That's not the first time I've heard that.
Very nice.
appreciate it.
Cuber wants to know how you got the name Radstronomical, Diego.
Honestly, it was like 2009, and I needed to make a Twitter name, and there's like an episode of Rugrats where Tommy or Chucky says rhinostronaut, and I thought that was really funny. Whoa. And so I just like jammed some words together in the same way. I was probably saying rad a lot at that time in my life.
Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Garbage Party, thank you so much for that, for those 5 gift subs. By the way, everybody, I just got the ability to have subscribers. I submitted a bunch of animated Playdate emotes. I don't think any of them got approved. I submitted them 2 days ago. So I apologize. All there is a stupid face of me. I wanted to put some binocular casual birder things in, but that also did not get approved in time. But anyway, so thank you for all these subscriptions. To reward everybody, I didn't think we'd get to it this soon. But there is a little surprise because we got to talking about Burden. Let's first take a look at Diego. Why don't you tell us about knock shots first?
Oh yeah, knock shots. Okay. Around the time that I started to birdwatch, sort of as research, and then for myself, I think my brother had done this too, but I started taking pictures by pointing my phone through my binoculars. And I started this account, Knock Shots, to document it. You know this, but I'll say to everyone, interestingly, the first knock shot on this page is from my trip to Portland to visit Panic.
Yes.
While working on Casual Birder.
By the way, I love the occasional bird. I do love the context of our society sprinkled in as well.
What do you mean? They're all
not called bird shots. It's called knock shots.
They are knock shots. That's true. I'm stereotyping you as a birder only, but you're much more than that. So here's Diego's trip to Panic in Oregon. And this is him taking a picture.
Japanese garden there.
Yeah, look at that little man or woman. Dark-eyed Junko at Portland Japanese Garden. Portland, Oregon, birding. Little did he know that someday he would have the alert, a season 1 game. Very awesome.
I did know it. That's right.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. All right. Well, I have a special treat for you all since we're talking about birding. I thought, Diego and Maxo, I don't know their true birding past, but we've just learned a little bit about them. So now that they've declared themselves as somewhat as birders, let's switch back over here. Let's see if I've done it correctly. To Casual Game Show featuring. Oh, hold on. Let's do this right. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me see if I can time a music cue with this. Let me get over here. How about Yeah, how? Let's do it this way. Here we go. Oh, wrong one. Casual game show. Here we go. Featuring Burbs, Diego, and Maxo. So,
I'm
what will we
terrified.
be doing here? Well, let me take my sweet time going between all 7 of these monitors. There we go. We're going to be doing Name That Burb, all right? And they're going to be New York birds because Diego lives in New York and Maxo grew up in Brooklyn, correct? Am I right, Maxo?
Yep, that's correct.
All right. So this is part 1 of Casual Game Show. In front of you both is the, I believe, New York State bird.
Correct.
Oh, Diego's confident. I'm going to skip Diego and go to Maxo just to make it a little more dramatic. Look at that smile on Diego's face. He's like, I know what that cute little boy is. Maxo, what bird is this?
This is okay. So in 2015, Pepsi bought the rights to the bird in the encyclopedia, and this is now called the lesser Pepsi bird.
Are you... Wait, what? You're blowing my mind right now.
I knew it.
Somehow I don't think that was a fact.
You're Is this a wrong answer only sort of answer you gave me?
It does look like a Pepsi logo.
It does.
It does. It's a little like rusted out.
I like it.
But still, that's part of the charm.
All right. Wait, what happened?
Final
Steam.
answer.
Is the stream okay for everybody? Everybody believed you, by the way. You have a lot of whats
Thank you.
in the chat. Like, I actually was believing you too.
I'm very convincing.
Uncle Robot wants to know what the greater Pepsi bird looks like.
You don't want to meet the greater Pepsi bird.
I
The
think
guy's a real jerk.
I think you're gonna have to. Go ahead.
Should I give the real answer? This is
Yes.
the eastern bluebird, which I
That is
actually
correct!
saw for the first time in Atlanta, Georgia, not in New York. I had to go far from New York to see this bird.
All right. Well,
I feel like I
Diego.
learned this.
Diego crushed that one. There you go, everybody. The New York State bird, the cutest little boy on the block, Eastern Bluebird. All right,
Dressed up for the Met Gala.
Maxo, I know you got this one. What burb is this? Come on, Maxo. It's like it's literally
it's hard to hold the bit on the spot.
it's almost as common as a pigeon. Almost. You almost
Okay.
step on them when you go outside at any state in the USA.
This is a robin.
That is true! American Robin. Maxo gets a point. If we were keeping points, Maxo got one. I know Diego would have got that one wrong.
I knew you
mess
could
that
do
one
it.
up, and-
Diego would have totally got that one wrong. Good thing Maxo's here.
Never seen
All right.
it.
It's the belly.
All right, this is a real hard one. It is a pigeon. I'll take that spoiler from you. But what kind of pigeon is this, Diego? What kind of pigeon
Wow, I
is this?
have to say the type.
Yes. Come on.
Rock pigeon.
You're the owner of Knock Shots and the video game Casual Birder. I
I might be wrong, but I think it's rock pigeon.
Let's see. It is. It's Rock Pigeon. Hey.
Yay, let's go.
This is the first time I've ever been a game show host. I'm having way
Cash
too much fun.
money. What do I win?
How is the audio,
What do I
everybody?
lose?
Is our audio okay? Am I screaming too much? Let me know. All right, next. Ooh. Audio's good. Thank you, Pajama. By the way, welcome back,
Max?
Garbo and Quan. What do you think, Maxo?
So this is the streamlined New York woodpecker.
Diego?
Wow,
You know-
how'd you get it? That was correct.
It's not the hair.
This is the red-bellied woodpecker.
Let's see if it's a red-bellied. It sure is. That
You
Diego's
can't even
good.
see the belly. What do
I
you
really
mean?
thought I was going to do a lot with this.
The belly, Maxo, little known fact, but when Pepsi bought this bird, they moved the belly to the top of the head with surgery. So
They
and
ran
then
out of blue.
They bred them all together, so now the belly is on the head. Yeah.
That-
Now you know.
I mean, hey, relatable, right?
There you go.
It's camouflage. That's actually its butt.
All right, Diego, you're so tough. What is this sort of rare but probably still sort of common bird?
No, this is actually a pretty rare one, but I have seen it twice, and it was one of the first birds I ever saw in the wild. So I do know that it's a scarlet tanager.
Boom. I probably should have. So when I did this, I chose the most common birds of New York City. I should have tried to stump. I didn't know how good of a birder you were, Diego. So hopefully we'll stump him once. This might be a way to stump him. Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is hard because... Oh, you lost me?
Oh, no, I got you now. I got you. You're back.
This is hard because I feel like I differentiate this and another bird by size, but I'm going to let Max take a stab.
Okay. This...
Don't worry, Max. I've got something special for you coming up. So don't worry. You can...
Yeah?
If you can pass it back to Diego as we try and stump him until we get to
This is the onigiri bird with a dab of hot sauce.
I like that.
Ooh.
That is great.
The lesser umeboshi.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what I should have said.
I think this is a downy woodpecker.
Downy woodpecker. So,
but it might be a hairy woodpecker.
Exactly. And I know this only because of the research I did today. The only difference between those two that he said, I believe, is the beak length. That's like the tell
I
sign.
thought the downy was smaller, but
maybe. I'm literally saying one sentence that I saw today. All right, let's see what it is. What did you say it was, Diego?
I said downy.
Downy it is!
I can't believe I didn't get that.
Can't believe, I like onigiri.
I was so certain.
Maxo, I've heard this creature destroys kittens and small dogs in the city. I have a friend that had one in the tiny little alley in his Brooklyn apartment, screeching in the middle of the night. What is this?
A police office?
Oh my gosh, this is the greatest answer.
I can't believe they fly now.
Oh, I don't know this. I don't know owls well, but because you said screeching, I'm gonna say screech owl. But I don't think it's right.
Screeching is why I thought it was police officer.
Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, we finally got him. We got that Diego.
It's like a barn owl or a horned owl.
It is the great horned owl. Got him.
Yeah,
all right.
I've never seen an owl in the wild.
I feel silly because I think I watched a YouTube video about these guys like the other week. I don't know what happened.
Did anybody watch the Netflix documentary The Stairs? Anybody?
No, I scrolled past it the other day.
So I'm just gonna go real quick on this one. It's about a husband, his wife may have fallen down the stairs. There's blood all over the stairs. She's dead. She did not survive. A lot of people accuse him of the one that murdered her. So they go into a big investigation. I don't remember how it was solved. But there's a new theory out there that because they found a small owl feather in her scalp, that when she went outside or was upstairs, an owl somehow got in and attacked her, which they are very known for doing, being territorial and clawing the crap out of people's head. Yeah.
Don't do it.
Anyway, The Stairs on Netflix, but they won't tell you anything about the owl. Moving on. This guy is actually in your game almost with a similar name.
This is a direct inspiration.
Yeah. What is it, Diego? Oh, Maxo, you in it?
I was saying, look at that face.
Look at that face. Yeah. Maxo, can you identify the insect in the bird's mouth?
Oh, okay. I should be able to do that. I'm just gonna zoom in on my end real quick. That's
Narthex, thank you. Welcome, Narthex.
God, I can't even tell. That's water fly.
Waterfly. I'll take that as the correct answer.
There's water in the background. Okay.
Starling says, looks like a massive tarantula. What'd you say? One more time, Diego?
Boat-tailed grackle.
Ooh. I think that still counts.
Oh, common grackle. Interesting.
Common. That's just a common grackle.
I should
You
have
don't
just
have to
said grackle.
You didn't have to get so fancy with it. All right, we're
Yeah.
almost done with this section.
My hubris is my downfall.
Real quick, I'm gonna blow through these because I'm ready for the next section. Let's just hot fire Diego real
Red-tailed
quick.
hawk.
Boom. Go.
Nice.
That's either a sharp-shinned or a Cooper's hawk.
Oh, I don't think so.
Wrong? Osprey? Northern Harrier. Never seen a Northern Harrier.
Well, neither have I. It's your city. I just Google it. All right.
That's a
Man,
red-winged
he really does have a
blackbird.
knowledge base.
Red winged blackbird. Boom. All right. Bonus round, y'all. It's time to take a look at the bonus chickadee. A Rhode Island chippy. So,
Oh man, okay, so I have to know this.
this is where I believe Maxo currently lives, in Rhode
Yes.
Island. Is that correct, Maxo?
Yes,
Hold on.
I live in Providence, Rhode Island.
Let me change the music. I've been on the title theme for a good hour.
Welcome to the last 7 years of my life.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, honestly,
To be honest, it's pretty good.
I
It
feel
is.
Like, yeah, I did a
It
pretty
is.
good job with the title.
I mean, this is a wonderful,
I feel like it's my
wonderful
favorite.
track. Did you guys
you.
see that clip of OK Adrian on Twitter?
Yeah.
Dancing. That's awesome.
Yeah,
think I
throwing
made
out the Michael Jackson comparison.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
100%. Oh yeah, let's oh man, I still have so many questions for you guys. Let's get through the game though. We're almost done. All right. So the Rhode Island state bird. Do you know what it is, Maxo? It's gonna
definitely not.
it's gonna blow your mind. Are you ready?
Yes.
Is it a chickadee?
Who
Oh,
is-
Yes.
Who is that little man?
Oh, that's a great state bird to have.
can I
Ladies
just-
and gentlemen.
Chippies.
None of you are gonna get it right because it has such a very specific name. The Rhode Island Red. Look
That's
at that.
so good. I'm
That's a
I'm
beautiful
never gonna
chicken.
forget that now. Yeah, for real.
Look
Yo,
at
what's
that.
the rock and roll? Someone said foghorn leghorn, but what's the rock and roll chicken? Rockadoodle.
I don't know.
Oh.
That's clearly Foghorn Leghorn, says Pajama. The copycat.
Yeah, actually.
All right. Well,
I feel like I've heard Foghorn Leghorn say Rhode Island Red before.
one thing I don't like about this game show right now, everyone, is that it's incredibly one-sided. So let's get chat involved. Maxo was already doing a little...
Please throw me a bone here.
Exactly. Here's the bone. Name that verb. Wrong answers only. Everybody,
Nice.
You really
I'm so
did
good
it.
at this.
everybody is gonna play now. Everybody in chat, get your brains warmed up. Get a little cup of coffee. Yeah, Pajama. Oh my gosh! I just realized I missed some very good comments by Pajama in the chat. She named one of the bird the salty northeastern meth swallow.
Oh, I missed that too.
Holy-
Oh
yeah,
man.
I was a little distracted.
Pajama, that is wonderful. We're gonna have to take a
Phantom
look
of the
at.
Opera.
I also missed the Dennis Leary wigged titmouse. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Pajama, that I missed these. But listen, this mode is for Pajama. This mode is for all of the chat. Let's do this. What is the name of this bird? Write it in chat. And then you, Diego and Maxo, you can just throw one out if you like. If
It's
you're
hard
feeling
when
creative
I think
enough.
I know it.
Yeah, I know. This is actually one bird I do know.
Hey, I think so. This is this is the spork bill.
Sporkbill.
But yeah, nice.
This is like one of
If-
those
if-
murder birds that
Dark Star says
That's-
if the shoe fits, Bill.
the shoe fits, Bill. Grinning grievous goal. Ooh, garbage party. Very nice. Grinning grievous goal. Little alliteration. Zorath. What's up, Zorath? The smarmy build Malkin. By the way, everyone say it as Zorath.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. What's
I'm gonna
Zo-
say the fair feathered footwear. That's mine.
fair
That would be
feathered
the casual
footwear?
birder name.
I like that.
Oh, that's really good. I think
Yes,
I made a joke about the wrong. Anyway.
It's all good. So everybody that has not played Casual Birder, all of the names of the birds, more or less, are sort of, am I right? Wrong answers only type names. Fun, fun names for
Yeah,
common
I would
birds.
say 90%. Yeah, 95%.
Local celebrity.
All right, let's move on. Who is this
Oh my
one?
gosh.
Who is this fancy
Oh
lady?
wow. The what color is the dress bird?
Yeah. Oh my god! That is actually really good, Maxo. Obviously, it's a gold bird, right? Everyone sees Playdate yellow, right?
So, like
true.
molting meme bird.
We don't have the right context for the lighting,
Bowling
so
pin
I don't know
bird.
if we can really answer.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, Darkstar, the accountant bird, cousin of the secretary bird. Very nice. The 90s plucked crest. Ooh, pajama. That was very nice. Clucking, terrifying, says Starling. Very nice. All right, let's keep it going. They're only going to get better. That's one of been my favorite birds since I was a kid, and I can never remember
That's
its
a
real
frog.
name. That is a frog. That's not a bird. That is not a bird.
This is the chili bean bird.
I remember seeing this bird in a book for the first time when I was a kid, and just like blowing my mind on how crazy nature can be. The if you swallow your gum warning bird. That is one chat of a bird. Oh, you're right, Cuber.
Yeah, man.
Ooh, fancy bird. It's like something fancy.
Yeah.
I don't like this one. I'm moving on. Oh,
I was going to
nice.
say something about a regal rump on that one.
Ooh, regal rump. That is a regal rump.
Regal rump something.
That
or
is
other.
the ass backwards bird. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the head should be coming out of its butt. But it's
Yeah,
not.
I was gonna say something similar.
The butt-faced bird. No, yeah, wait. Brain is broken on that one.
Bamboozling butt beak.
Oh my gosh, Pajama Torture says, the Will It Hat Bird. Very nice. Very, very nice. Shrimp Bird. What's up, Jose? That's the IKEA peacock. Oh, yeah. I like that. All right. This freak of nature.
I've seen this bird on TikTok.
Yeah, I've actually tried to find this bird once. I believe some of them, I think a majority of them are in Brazil. My wife happens to be from Uruguay, and northern Uruguay, a few have been spotted, but I haven't found one yet. Look at that thing. It actually acts like a piece of wood during pretty much the whole day. What's up, Blue Llama?
This is the reader.
Cuber says, how did you take a picture of me? Pajama Torch says, this is Screamy McPeeperson. Very nice. Muppet Bird. What's up, Lasagna? Lasagna is
This
back.
is the greater pog bird.
The
Pog
greater
chirp,
pog bird.
for sure.
I love it. All right, we're almost done, and then we can get back to chatting. Aw,
Oh my gosh.
this is the guinea
Beautiful
pig.
creature.
Obviously, this is just a guinea pig. We're wearing a fake nose. Really does look like a
Golden
guinea pig.
fowl.
What is actually in chat also, what is the story here? It looks like somebody's been camping with this lovely lady.
A party city parrot.
You can see the night that they had behind them. It's a kokobo. That's a great answer. Or chocobo. I know there's 100 ways to pronounce it, and I'm probably pronouncing it wrong.
Yeah, none of those were the way I do.
How do you pronounce
You're
kokobo?
real.
How do you pronounce
I say
it?
chocobo.
Chocobo.
I don't know.
Yeah, I always have said kokobo since I was a kid, and I know it's wrong. That looks like a pineapple, says Keeper. That's not a bird. We got two pineapples in chat.
Ooh.
Build-A-Bear bird. Looks like a capybara. Nice. This bird is my new boyfriend, says Pajama. All right, here we go. What is this bird?
That's a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Wait,
I cut out the best scene. The best scene is seeing it swim.
that is so weird.
It's quite ridiculous. I'm a massive Jurassic Park fan, and even I say, what the F when I see this.
That bird swim. I don't know.
Jurassic Park, more like Jurassic
Cormorant.
Park.
last time.
I like that. That's nice.
What is this
Jurassic
bird's
Park.
name? What is this bird's name?
That can't be right.
Bird. And I was they say bird.
I see a Pratt bird. I see a Zapdos.
Pratt bird. Oh my gosh. The Chris Pratt
that's
catcher.
hilarious.
Someone said Hatoful boyfriend. You could have said Pratoful boyfriend.
Oh,
Zapdos Galarian form. Wonderful. That's Yoshi. Oh man. Big love to everyone
Yoshi.
with Chris Pratt names. You all get extra points for that. The
This has been a
soon-to-be
wild
ancestor of a rat bird, says Cuber. Missed opportunity. All right, we're nearing the end. We're nearing the end.
That's a dog.
Is that a bird? Apparently, this is a cartoon.
Is it a bird? The game show is it a bird?
Is it a bird?
or not.
That bird.
That's another bowling pin. That's correct.
Yeah,
This is the MS Paint Bird, says Pajama. Pajama is crushing it. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Crushing it. Who is
I told
this?
some of my students to come. They're going to be really confused about this whole game show.
Well, at least the title's
Here
at the
to
top.
learn.
At least I had time to make a title. Pablo. That's Pablo. I like Pablo. I think that guy is a choking on hot dog bun. All right, this is going to go on for
local
far too
celebrity
long.
as-
This could just go on forever.
Yeah,
All right.
this is,
Oh, wow.
You really put the work.
Oh, I know that guy.
All right, let's end this. That was fun. I very much enjoyed that. That was the last one. Say goodbye to
this last bird.
This is a according to Maxo would call this a pole vaulting police officer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. I mean, this guy has really been training.
Yeah. Keeper wants me to go back a bird. Now I've angered people. The British bird.
This is Roscoe.
The British bird. Very nice. All right.
His first name, last name.
Right. Time to change the music a little bit. I'm gonna go back to your SoundCloud.
That accursed place.
All right. Let's get
blessing.
back to this wonderful interview. That was very fun. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
Yeah, it was spectacular.
So, Maxo, let's talk
learned so
music. Let's talk music
Yes.
a little bit. Actually, let's start over. I want you two to tell me about your video game upbringing, your childhood in video games. What did you grow up on? What are your childhood obsessions? And how has that sort of shaped who you are today? I love asking that question first, and I never did that. And that can lead us into the next question.
You go first,
All right.
Max.
Right, well, I mean, I've always been a Nintendo boy. Not super intentionally. I just kind of wound up getting all the Nintendo consoles, and I was like, well, I don't really need to get a PlayStation or whatever. And I kind of wanted to. I got really big into Pokemon early. I got really big into Kirby. Those are my big game like hemispheres. But then as I got older, I discovered a lot of stuff I missed. Like I always played Mario games and Zelda games.
Right.
And then I got really big into Metroid for a little while, and I still am.
Ooh. Nice.
And then kind of from at a certain point, I started just branching out everywhere. But I have that root in like very like cute, very cartoony, very colorful games, and that's always what like grabbed me the most, including the music too, because I feel like the music would always reflect a little bit of that aesthetic as well.
Mm-hmm.
You said I caught Kirby in there. Kirby is a very happy based music. I feel like
Indeed.
there's a little Maxo in Kirby, a little Kirby
Oh,
and
definitely.
Maxo.
I mean, it's definitely part of my DNA. And yeah, another thing I just loved about Kirby is that, you know, if you've played through a bunch of Kirby games, it's like it's really cute and really like sweet and colorful. And almost every time they get into this really dark, really existential place by the end of like every Kirby game,
That's
where
true.
they have like these like eldritch horrors that you fight and everything. And that was honestly, I feel like that was really influential to me, just because it felt like it grabbed me, because it felt like very unexpected, very like subversive.
Right.
But I feel like that kind of like, especially like with the music as well, it's like it kind of drove me where it's like, okay, really cute, really saccharine, and then just flip it on its head.
Right.
and go like really serious and like that. I love getting to fill in the space between those types of things.
Darkstar wants to know what your
weird
favorite
picture.
Kirby game is.
That's a tough question. Honestly, I really love Planet Robobot. That's a recent favorite, and I also really like the recent Kirby game. That was a ton of fun. I think they very gracefully made the transition to 3D.
Right.
I think if you want to ask my favorite, then maybe Kirby 64. That was my first big Kirby game, and the aesthetics and just like the way that game looks and sounds just from boot up to completion, just it's so warm and friendly and at home for me. Like that, I think that'll always be my favorite.
Right.
I gotta play some Kirby. I've never finished a Kirby game. I've played them here and there, but
You gotta. I think you need the whole experience. Like playing a bit of a Kirby game, you get an idea, but like to complete a Kirby game, it feels like a package deal.
Yeah.
In a way that a lot of games don't necessarily. It's
Yeah.
like they keep you waiting for the juicy bits.
Right. Before we continue, I realize we're already over our hour. Are you guys still okay talking, or should I?
I'm done
Do you
Yeah, I can
guys?
hang.
How much time? I will never go past the end of this hour. How much time do you guys have? Just so I know.
I can go
I can do
however long.
Okay,
That's
cool.
totally cool with me.
We're having too much fun together. I appreciate it. This is great.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see, real quick. Kirby in the Forgotten Land is wonderful from Starling. Oh,
Really
three
is.
very good choices, says Darkstar. Totally off topic question, but hold on, we'll get to that in a second, Cuber. We'll get back to Playdate stuff. The Kirby soundtracks are really underappreciated, says Maxi. I agree. Masked King Dedede.
Well, I mean, recently, a friend of mine won a Grammy for an arrangement that he made of a Kirby song.
What?
Like just this
saw
last,
that.
just this
What's
last
the
couple
category
months.
for that?
So is for best arrangement, best cover / arrangement. Is my friend Jake Silverman, who goes by Button Masher. Really incredible musician.
Wait, I know
Did
Bush.
this, like,
I follow Bush and Masher. But I just said
Button Masher's amazing. He just won a Grammy for a Kirby arrangement,
my
like
gosh.
which is like a really crazy like thing to win a Grammy for.
He's going up
That's
against
like a pretty
Austin.
historical.
Austin Wintory now. Like he's on that level.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's gonna be doing some real big stuff soon.
That's
Get up
crazy.
here.
Well, good for him.
Cool.
Diego, video game upbringing. Let's hear that story.
yeah. Well, I have 3 older brothers, the oldest of which is 10 years older than me. So I grew up with a lot of exposure to video games very early. My oldest memory is playing Mixed Up Mother Goose on the Apple II GS with my older brother, sort of
Whoa.
like leading me through it. And then like we weren't a Nintendo household, so like I had a Genesis, played a lot of Streets of Rage.
Yes.
We had like a
Love
Lynx
Streets of Rage.
and a CDI. Like we had like all the like off-brand game consoles. And then in high school, my brothers and I were like saving our money and buying all the things we had missed. So I played a lot of NES in high school. I played like a ton of Mega Man 2 and
Nice.
went back and beat Zelda and Mario and all that stuff. But I also, growing up, had a really close friend who had just tons of video games, like an absurd amount. And we basically would pick a different game every day. Like we would just play as many as we possibly could.
That rules.
A lot of like after school Micro Machines V3 for the original PlayStation.
Ooh.
Just
That was
like unbelievable.
was there a
game.
port of that on N64 as well? Because I feel like I played a Micro Machine Games
Yeah, there could be.
game.
I don't know if it's the same or not. It's like janky and weird, and also like such a great couch multiplayer game.
Micro-
Yeah, I feel that sounds right to me.
You
Micro
have to be
Machines
okay with,
version
like,
3.
losing and not knowing why, and just trusting that the game knows what it's doing.
I feel like that's also a thing, like, kind of growing up with games around the time we did, is that we were taught to kind of just, like, suspend your disbelief a bit.
Yeah,
In a way that
And,
wasn't
like-
really spoken that way. It was kind of just, like, you play an
And poke
N64
at
game,
it.
you kind of just, like, you have to a little bit. So, like,
yeah.
it looks like there's that meme floating around where it's like, this super like high resed up like N64 game, and somebody saying like, "Oh, this is what these games look like when we were kids" to us.
Right.
And it's very true because like that was kind of those were cutting edge graphics, so we filled out the.
When Final Fantasy IX came out, like I would just download the like FMVs from that game and watch it on loop because I thought it was so like impressive.
Yeah.
And at the time, it really was too.
Hold on, I got to talk about Mixed Up Mother Goose here.
Great game, amazing game.
Why am I so excited to play this right now? I don't know if it's because I'm a Playdate fanboy, but like this is the kind of game I'm ready for right now. Like, look at this.
This was designed by Roberta Williams, who also worked on like the King's Quest games.
Oh yeah.
She's like legendary game designer, and like it's like all the like fairy tales that get all mixed up, and you have to like go around and help everybody repair their fairy tales. As a kid playing a game about another kid like in his pajamas, I was like fascinated by this game.
I have heard about this game, and I don't think I've actually seen it. I don't think I've actually like taken a look at it.
I don't remember it looking quite this good, but
yeah, maybe it's slightly updated.
Oh, it says in hand. Yeah,
version.
I love the aesthetic of CD-ROM games too. I played a lot of those growing up as well. Like learning company games like Gizmos and Gadgets, and like I think Math Blaster might have also.
Yeah, Math Blaster. Yeah.
And then there's Treasure Cove, Treasure Mountain. They use like all like the general MIDI.
Did you ever
soundtrack.
play I'm gonna forget the name of this. Shuffle Puck Cafe? Shuffle Puck Cantina?
Oh, that sounds really familiar. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna look it up because I feel like
I'm on it. I think it's Shuffle Puck Cafe. There we go. Okay. Ooh, no, I didn't. Black and white.
The computers in my school had this game, so when I was in typing class, I would just play this instead.
Oh hell yeah!
And it was so good. It's basically like wrote about.
Oh dang!
It's basically like you're in the Star Wars cantina and you're playing Shuffle Puck. You're playing Pong.
That would be great with the crank and the D-pad.
Actually. Yeah, that's a great.
Yeah, the 2-color screen too.
Yeah. Time for a port. Cuber, are you down to port that? Cuber in the chat ported the Tetris game. I think this is a good project for Cuber next. I feel young. All right. Before we move on, favorite sort of franchises, Diego, that still follow you today? For example, you said Kirby.
The things that like super influence me are like the Jet Set Radio series for just like their color and worlds.
Yeah.
Obviously, like all like Wind Waker is just like burned into my
100%.
Yeah. I played the hell out of that game.
I've been wanting to replay all the
like the sense of humor in Katamari Damacy is just like
yeah,
so on point.
That's something I only played for the first time like really recently.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I like not having like the PlayStation or any like Sony consoles growing up.
Yeah.
It was like I played it for the first time when they released the port on Switch. It was like and it's like I had watched so much footage and listened to all the soundtracks and everything, and it was like I knew what I was getting into. It was just such a blast. I love the hell out of that game. Like when you like roll over one of the punks with the big pompadours and he screams like dan 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 dan. It's just like the most beautiful video game moment.
Yeah.
For real.
We have a question in the chat. Diego, have you been excited for Bomb Brush Cyberpunk?
Yeah, like deeply excited for that game.
I do not know.
It's been forever since it's been announced. I'm just like,
yeah, it's just like I've been waiting for a worthy Jet Set Radio successor, and this is clearly going to be it. So,
oh my gosh, where did this come from? Is this made by anyone the same, or just a whole new team?
I don't believe so. Although
inspired
they do have
by
Naganuma doing some tracks for it, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I forget.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing about Jet Set is like the music was like unlike any video game I had ever played, and like contemporary in a way that like video game music, like I guess like didn't feel like to me. It like wasn't the usual pop, but it was just like, oh man.
It's like this generation of games really started pushing that envelope. I remember for me, it was like playing like Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh yeah,
Dreamcast, basically.
Were like, these are like, oh, this is like, at the time, like, oh, quote unquote, like, oh, this is like real music or whatever. It's like actual like studio recorded and like all that business. Whereas
it's
like,
a shame that like
Nintendo 64 was like
Dreamcast is such like a golden age that like
dude,
a lot of people haven't experienced because those games are so unreal. Like
Dreamcast
Power Stone
has
just, like,
so many good memories.
Yeah, and it's just like, and Nintendo refusing to like, you know, re-release GameCube games, and it's been like, I even going back to the GameCube games I do have, like none of my memory cards work. It's just like, geez, like what?
Capcom's most
really makes you want to emulate.
You know, I think another game that probably inspired Casual Birder indirectly that I didn't think about is the Mystical Ninja game for 64. Also,
is
another like it's like
game.
action adventure. It's like super
for
funny.
64. You said, or the Super Nintendo?
Yeah, Mystical Ninja.
I've seen the
60.
Super Nintendo.
All those games are great.
I've played the Super Nintendo ones, but the one that like really
I haven't played the 64 one.
Mystical Ninja 60.
Garbage Party. If you're in the chat,
if it holds
It's
up,
like
but
one
it's great.
Mystical Ninja game, but
what a delight all those games are.
East America too.
Oh wow, I didn't know there was a 64 version.
Oh yeah, this game is super good.
Wow.
I never owned it, and this was something I played like a little bit later on, just because when I discovered like emulation and all that, I'm like, oh, let me play all these Super Nintendo games, and a little while later, once N64 emulation got a little bit better, played this as well.
Yeah, Super Nintendo was sort of like my gap in games knowledge for a long time. Everyone compares, well, not everyone, but I've seen a lot of comparisons to the Casual Birder writing to Mother, Earthbound, Mother 3.
Yeah.
I've never played it. I played like 10 minutes of it.
You gotta
get in there. You gotta get in there.
You gotta.
I know. I have started it, but I've just never.
It takes a little patience. It's not. It's kind of a slow paced game. It's hasn't aged well in every regard, but in terms of the story and the writing and just the general construct of the game, it's like
I need to stream it or
on
something.
forever.
I think so many games are like right time, right place for me, and if I had a structure like that, I would just like play it and love it.
I feel like that's a great game to stream too.
Right.
You just gotta make sure nobody can like blast you with spoilers or anything like that. not that they really could, because it's about the experience more than anything. But
Starling in chat says, I've heard some comparisons of Casual Birder to Pokemon Snap. Was there any inspiration there?
Yeah, like the primary inspiration. I love Nintendo. I love Nintendo games for a long time. My biggest complaint about Nintendo was they would repeatedly release like the Pokemon Snap machine and then not make Pokemon Snap for it. I just felt like every console they made, it was like, 3DS, imagine playing Pokemon Snap on this, and then like it would just never come. And so part of why I made, Wii, and then like the DS with like the like gyroscopic stuff, and
they really could have.
I waited so long for the new Pokemon Snap that
camera too.
I waited so long for that new Pokemon Snap that I never played it when it came out. I lost it.
It's worth playing. It's good.
It is really the new one. It's really good, and the graphics look really nice too. It's like one of the best looking Pokemon games in the market. It's like really gorgeous.
Yeah,
it was Bandai Namco did that.
But basically, I was like, I'm never gonna get the Pokemon Snap game I want, and I kind of wanted to make a game that looked like Pokemon Red, and so I figured I would mash those two things up. And I would release the second Pokemon Snap game, but then I got beaten by Pokemon Snap, and then Toem came out also, which is sort of like I haven't played that yet.
Right, I haven't played that
very
either.
Similar vein.
Nice.
Someone mentioned Rhythm Heaven too, and oh my god, love Rhythm Heaven, love Kotaka AG, like just the style and the music in those games. Just I love everything about Rhythm Heaven.
I'm going to move the conversation forward. Let's talk about the music for Casual Birder. What went behind making it? What sort of inspired you, if anything? We've been listening to music.
Actually,
your music is very eclectic and is, we have all sorts of different styles. Tell me in the beginning, start at the beginning.
So I was very much playing to my comfort zone. Much before Casual Birder, and like a lot of what I was doing is I was making like Super Nintendo pastiche music. I'm just using Super Nintendo sound fonts from like different games and kind of just making tracks for games that don't exist.
Right.
I was doing that for a while. I called the project Level Music, and that stuff is still on its own dedicated Bandcamp. It's out there if you just go levelmusicmaxo.bandcamp. But yeah, that was very much that became a comfort zone because upon like playing Super Nintendo games and just like being a Nintendo boy growing up, I had all this like creative energy to exert in those directions. Like, oh, let me do something like this, let me do something like that. With Casual Birder, it was I forget exactly what you said to me at the beginning, Diego, about like if you prompted me, or it was kind of just like, oh, do something in this general style.
Yeah, I sent you like a spreadsheet with like descriptions of the vibe that I wanted, and then like a couple video game tracks that like I have it somewhere, and then like a couple video game tracks that like encompass that vibe, but I tried to also keep them different enough that I didn't feel like I was just like telling you to remake a track.
Yeah.
And
I felt like at least just with the sounds I was using and everything, I was playing to those comforts. I was like using like pretty much all 16-bit styled stuff. My main stylistic influence, and you can kind of hear me like play with the idea of it a little bit. If you're familiar with the Mario Artist Talent Studio soundtracks, now this is these are soundtracks for the N64 disk drive. That was, I think, specifically Paint. There was like 4 games, and specifically Paint Studio had the same exact sound team as the original Animal Crossing. So if you like that soundtrack, then you are going to love Mario Artist Talent Studio. And you can hear just like from the bass sound I'm using in like the main background music, I'm very much playing to that aesthetic. Definitely, it's a soundtrack that everyone should definitely look into.
I didn't even know this. I'm gonna
Mario. What is it? Artist?
All 4 of those soundtracks. Mario Artist Talent Studio. The one I'm referring to specifically, I think, is Mario Artist Paint Studio. You see, there's like 4 different games, and
I totally missed this.
There's like Communication Studio, and maybe there's 5. It was a whole like little mini series of like, it was kind of an expanded Mario Paint, which is also sort of the vibe that Casual Birder has.
Yeah.
Like kind of like Kazumi Totaka, who did the Mario Paint soundtrack, who did like all the KK Slider songs in Animal Crossing, who did Yoshi's Story, who's also the voice of Yoshi. Fun trivia. Person who did the music for Yoshi 64 is Yoshi's canon voice. I think he just records like Yoshi, like, and then they speed it up.
Yeah.
I think on YouTube there's even like digitally like slowed back down Yoshi clips, and it's hilarious. It's a great time. Somebody asked in chat.
Yeah, go ahead.
Maxi asked in chat what tools I use. I use Ableton Live at the moment.
Okay.
It has really good onboard sound font treatment. You can just drag a sound font file into Sampler, and it does a really good job of like sorting into folders and all that. But I've been using that for a while, just primarily. At the time, I was kind of getting used to Ableton a little bit. I think it was like maybe a year into when I started using it. I used to use like Logic Pro before then. And I was also, from the first game I did for Diego, and also for the bird calls, I use Famitracker, which is an NES tracking software. Which, funny enough, I can't really run on my current system because Mac keeps moving the goalpost with...
Oh, yeah.
It's like I had to run Wine initially anyway, because it's an EXE, it's a Windows only.
Oh yeah, I know Wine, yeah. Dang it,
And now it's like, it just gets harder and harder and harder.
What was that called again that you used for the noises?
So that's, I'll spell it out in chat.
That's so interesting. Famitracker.
Famicom.
So cool. Yeah,
it's a great little software. I really enjoy using tracking software. it's a very radically different approach than like using a standard DAW. But for Casual Birder, it was all in Ableton.
I'm going to play your ambient track that's on the OST.
Yeah.
Which
get some of those bird calls in there.
Which I had on our opening video, which failed miserably on the export. I'm so sorry. The track dropped out halfway through. I was working to the very last minute. I'll upload a nicer version later. But yeah, really loved even these ambient tracks, man. They're so nice to listen to, especially because of those crunchy bird calls from Found the Tracker.
That was really fun to do, to like imitate. So I think you sent me like specific bird calls or specific birds you wanted in the game, and I was like,
tell me more about how you guys. Tell me how you guys work together some more. Like, you started talking about inspirations that Diego, you sent him. Tell me more. And how did you work throughout the process on all of this?
Let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, it's like a 40 email long chain.
Yeah. I was just looking.
I mean, I really like Max's music. I don't think I had a ton of notes. I think especially like I had supplied like pretty specific, at least like feelings and references. So I think like it was pretty quick that Max got there. The sound was basically done. In 2016, I think.
Yeah, we worked through it pretty quick, and I think at that point, like you're saying, we had like a pretty good rapport. We knew like, I mean, honestly, like you were easy to work with from the get go, even on like Izakaya Omen. It's like you know how to like kind of talk references, and you know how to like give
I will say
and stuff. Not everybody does too. It's like some people, it takes me a really long time to kind of just understand what they mean when they say things, and like, okay, what do you mean by like more energy? What do you mean by et cetera, et cetera? But it seems like we kind of clicked pretty quickly.
I've been to so many like GDC talks where artists talk about like just not like that communication breakdown and not knowing how to communicate things to each other. So I just try to be like clear, vibe specific without being controlling.
Yeah, I think it's like it's different for everybody too, because it's like some people in my position will interpret information very differently. It's like you gotta be flexible and like not be afraid to ask questions, I guess, if I were to give any general advice for anybody on either side. Like no question is stupid, or that's part of the learning process, and there's no tried and true terminology that you need to learn to talk about music, because even the musicians think about it very differently, person to person.
I can read some of what I sent. I don't know how else to talk. Actually, I could share. What would happen if I screen share? Right now?
You can screen share. Let me. I'll just quickly. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm curious about this thread now.
This does have some game spoilers in it.
If you don't want any spoilers, everybody, close your beautiful eyes. Hold on, I'm going to.
I broke it.
Don't worry. I'll make it better here. Discord, full screen. Here it comes.
I think I'm sharing the wrong thing. Hold on.
I gotta get to my Discord.
I saw a spreadsheet for a hot second.
Was it the spreadsheet?
It looked like it, yeah.
Okay.
Just for like a.
All right, here we go. Boom. Behind the scenes, everybody.
Yeah, so this is...
are you sharing? I don't see anything. Hold on.
Oh, I'm not seeing it. Yeah.
Oh. Let me try again. You might need to click watch stream.
Oh, my bad.
That was my problem, too.
Ooh.
Yeah, so...
Google Sheets, man. I love it.
So you can also see the original title for the game. Nice pick, birding.
Yeah, nice pick. That's why the sound effects are labeled NP ! BE, because that was when it was still called that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is crazy. It's so funny to see this. I feel like I have so many beautifully color-coded things for film that I work on, and this is almost exactly the same. Oh, this is cool. So
I think this could be like the description of the game. Yeah, exciting. Let's take some pictures of birds and feel great about our beautiful world.
Oh my gosh, this is so good.
And then
5 to 10 second. Hold on, let me read that. about the music specifically.
Sorry.
5 to 10 second
Yeah.
intro sting that comes before the looping stuff. I love that.
Yeah, I guess that made the cut, didn't it? The little
Yeah, that was like
intro.
before I knew that the Playdate could just like I could set a looping segment of the song, and you didn't need to give it to me separately.
This is cool. This is very cool.
And then like down here are the birds. So dumb pigeon, like a pigeon, but dumb as hell.
Like a pigeon.
I remember
Look at
these
that.
a
Look
lot
at that
more
picture.
fresh.
Oh, this is so nice.
This is a big spoiler, but the last bird is a legendary bird, which is sort of built up, and I based it off of this
Close your eyes,
baby
everyone.
phoenix from Ranma 1/2, which
From
is
what?
like one of
What's
my
it
favorite
from?
drawings of all time. It's from the
Ranma
anime
1/2 is
Ranma
incredible.
1/2.
All right, here we go. This is
Rumiko
better.
Takahashi's just like the best cartoonist ever.
It's incredible.
So
So cool. All right.
Yeah, no, I remember really like having this bottom of the spreadsheet here, the pink section, open a lot, just because this was my only anchor doing those bird calls.
I'm trying not to read it.
It
I'm
was
actually
really
going to
interesting
take this
that
down.
fact.
I don't want to see any more spoilers.
Yeah, no more spoilers. Looking
Okay.
to see that.
That was very cool, though. Thank you for showing us that. It's really cool to see that raw. Yeah, as Pajama Torture says, so pure. Hold on. We have a couple questions, too. Let's go back. Cuber also uses Fama Tracker for all their music and sounds. Very cool.
super cool.
Cuber's the one that did the Tetris port. Maxi, I'm a web developer trying to break into game dev, so this is really helpful stuff. Thank you, guys. Awesome. Arise Death, I love the way the bird sounds were implemented. Maxi says same, so damn charming. Okay, Death comes back and says, my actual birds love the sounds too. Had them chirping back.
Wow.
Hey, Arise
So
Death,
yeah,
what kind of birds you got there? Why don't you
That's wild. I mean, I'm communicating
yeah.
with animals out here. I guess.
yeah, tell us what kind of birds you got.
I don't know what I'm saying to them, but
We're all bird people now. Cuber says major. Okay, yeah, that was it was a pretty major spoiler. Cuber, sorry about that. Major game spoilers. Major. The writing in the game is legitimately funny, Diego. Yeah, I did want to say congratulations to you on arriving to Earthbound status without ever playing Earthbound. So
I
good.
probably played so many games that were inspired by Earth.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
actually,
yeah, it's hard to avoid.
Yeah.
probably the main like tonal inspiration is actually Tulip for PlayStation 2. I don't know if you know that game.
That's such a cool game. That's such a cool
What is it?
soundtrack.
Oh my
too.
god,
Tulip.
Tulip.
I think
it's-
one of the people who worked on that did all the music for like Chibi Robo, I believe, which is
Oh.
another like favorite series of mine.
Oh,
about
interesting. I believe that.
Yeah, I think I'll get
It's-
back to you on that for sure.
Oh, we got a
Tulip is
Discord
like-
attachment pic of the birds. Hold on, this is very important. Hopefully it's... Oh, I love
Oh,
this.
look at these
Hold
Yeah,
on a
it's
second.
It is the same
Also, a
composer.
good backdrop.
Wait, how are you
Yeah.
seeing that? How are you seeing that, Diego? Where did they put
I
it?
clicked the link.
Where? What
There's a
disc?
link in chat.
Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot. I'm like, did they put it in my Discord? Where's... Hold on. Oh, yeah, everybody... I don't have to put it on screen.
Might have snuck in there.
You get bonus points for having your username or half of it in the picture.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
But Tulip is this adventure game where you play a kid moving to a new town, and like right upon
there we
arriving
go.
there, you see like the girl of your dreams, and kiss her, and she slaps you, and like gets angry at you for trying to kiss her, and says basically like you have no status in this town, and you're terrible at kissing. So like the whole point of the game is to while
And you're
building your
terrible at
status
kissing.
by helping people, also then like once you've helped the people, they'll let you kiss them, so you also gain a bunch of kissing experience. And it's just like the like dumbest, funniest, like it's like super obtuse, like really hard. It's shipped with a walkthrough
Oh my
that you like
gosh.
kind of need in order
Has
to
someone
get
played
to the
it?
second save.
This sounds like
point,
the best
you need
game
to, like,
ever.
get past a sniper that shoots you, like
What?
and like you can like explore, you can like reach into trash cans to look for stuff, but like sometimes you'll just find poop in the trash can, which will deal your entire HP and damage and kill you immediately. Like it's just like weird
I love
and
like
hard
this specific
and wonderful
flavor of obtuse. It's
It's
like
so
I feel
good.
like this and like the Tingle spin-off games have that kind of same tone. And also like
Ooh,
I'm playing this
Tingle
game
spin-off game. Good reference.
Moon right now, which is another
Oh,
like
same
really
studio,
great.
right?
Yeah,
Moon
same
is
studio.
same people, yeah.
Yeah, Moon is awesome, super
Wait,
unique. I feel like also like pretty obtuse.
Moon?
Yeah, Moon is yeah, it's called Moon. It's an RP. It was Japan only until recently, and
I
then
need
they
to get
ported
that.
it to a few consoles. It's on Switch now too, which is really awesome.
Oh, it
I'm
looks
still
it
playing
looks
through
like oh no, is this like Earthbound or
I mean, it feels
Sorry, I
like
think I
it's
saw something
unavoidably Earthbound inspired, calling itself an anti-RPG and like all that. It's very much like I feel like it's continuing a conversation that Earthbound starts in a lot of ways.
Nice.
I need to play it.
Ooh, those
It's super
visuals
cool.
remind me of Raymond, by the way.
Oh yeah, and like the main character with like the
Yeah.
super interesting game. I
The
really
sound
do love
also
it.
in those, the sound in Chulip is like just the weirdest and so wonderful.
Yeah, and that's the same composer because he does sound design too. His sound design is kind of the soundtrack too. It's the same thing with like Chibi Robo. Skip Limited is the studio, I believe, and yeah, Hirofumi Taniguchi is the composer.
Wow.
And yeah, he's a legend. So
Man,
unique.
so many video games to play and no time
I know.
to play them. Dang it.
Tragic.
These sound like such amazing games that I've never heard of. I just want to be a kid again or retire. One of the
I
two.
think it like
Yeah.
it's weird because like it's so easy now to get whatever game you want, and there's so many available that I think it's actually harder to find the super weird ones because everything's
Yeah.
just like available to you immediately. Whereas like
Yeah.
when I was a kid, it was like this is like the 10 weird games that my friend has, and we just have to play them.
Right.
We have to play like this like crappy Top Gun game for the NES over and over again or whatever.
Yeah, I mean that's how you get through these games a lot of the time too. People are like, "Oh, I don't know how people had the patience to get through X, Y, and Z." And it's just like if
Yeah.
that's like one of your 10 games, or like
Yeah.
one of like the only experiences you have around, and that's just normal. Like you just
Right.
you grind for it, and that's just you don't even question it.
I think that's one of the cool things about this season thing with Playdate too. It's sort of
Yeah.
like you might bounce off the game initially, and I think if you had 23 other brand new games right next to it, you might never come back to it. But because like these are your 2 new games for the week, I think you're much more likely to give something like a second chance and a deeper dive. And like that kind of happened to me with Whitewater Wipeout, where like I didn't understand the controls when I first played it.
And then it clicked.
Yeah, and then but once it clicks, it's like, oh, this game's amazing.
Yeah, and I had the same experience where I'm like, I don't quite get this yet. I guess I'll come back to it. I played like a couple hours of Casual Birder, and I just like hopped back to the menu. I'm like, oh, let's give it one more time. And I'm out here like cranking, like, well, it says to crank. I'm cranking. I'm like, oh, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, I'm steering. And then it's
Yeah.
Then I got it, and it's really cool. Like,
It's a smart
Really
move on
like
their
it
part. I
more.
think they know
Yeah,
that
I
everyone's
agree.
going to get stuck in Casual Birder and then try Whitewater Wipeout again.
Yeah, it's the perfect combination.
I got stuck. I'm like, okay, well, I'll come back to it.
What an amazing combination of 2 games, to pick together.
Yeah.
By the way,
Mm.
but that's so great that you touched on the season structure. I am like the number one fan of the seasons. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. It's the seasons is a technique. It's not a technique. The whole thing.
Like,
What's the word?
You can say technique.
season framework?
Yes, I'm a huge
Yeah.
fan of this framework. This whole thing that they're pitching. A lot of people I also see don't like it, but I'm the opposite. Like, please, like, give me the bad games. It's the trade-off of getting the surprise. It's the trade-off of
I
sitting
think,
with
like,
the game.
Makes you value everything you do get more when
Yeah.
it happens. 'Cause it's like, okay, here's like you get like a 2-course meal instead of like a buffet every time anything new happens.
Right.
And you kind of just like, well, let me meet it on its own terms.
Yeah,
And then
seasons
like-
model. Thank you, Pajama. The model.
I get people that are like a lot. I see a lot of people saying like, "Well, my friends got it last week, and now I have it this week, and now we like have to play different games with my friends." And I get that, and I like clearly Panic's goal, like ideal situation, would be that like there weren't a chip shortage and everyone had their playdates right now, and we're
Of
playing
course.
the same games and talking about them at the same time.
Right.
But I just for me personally, like, I mean, I had access to the season folder like whenever I wanted before it came out. I never played them because it was just like I don't know how to dig through all this stuff. It's so much
Yeah.
better
Yeah,
to
it's
just
just like
to hand
intimidating.
it
It's
to
like,
you.
oh, geez.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff just to go through.
Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff that I wanted to talk about that you guys were talking about, but I also missed a lot in the chat. Pajama Torture asked, do you remember a PS1 game called Thousand Arms where you had to find girls to date you to forge better weapons? Anybody?
I never played that.
No, I
I played
never-
Wild
Ooh.
Arms.
Hey, well,
Sounds like it'll fit right in with I already forgot the name.
Tulip.
Tulip. Oh my god.
it's like
see,
tulip, but you say it
Tulip.
like you're British.
I wanted to say Ponyo, which is a movie instead. What was it? Pajama Thousand Arms. In the spirit of.
Thousand Arms.
Oh wow! Look at that. And then my other question.
Did Tim Rogers actually do the translation for Moon? That's crazy.
Oh, for
I
real?
didn't know
Oh,
that
really?
at all.
Huh.
Yes, Maxie
That's
is saying
the
in
best
chat.
job for him, to be honest. Like,
So, I had no idea. That's amazing.
that's
What a
amazing.
dream.
Here's Thousand Arms.
Oh,
Oh wow, this looks nice. It's a very Final Fantasy nice game. PS1.
I love sprites.
Yeah, that looks
like
great.
in the
in
this
PS,
generation, like the sprite.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Right.
Like I'm really excited to play Live Alive for the first time too. Now that they're porting that, like that, because that game looks unbelievably good.
Let me bring. So we have about 15 minutes left. Let me pull up my questions and bring this back to Playdate. I could talk to you guys forever. The conversations we are having are very, very fun, and there's so much I want to go back and like research now. Let's see. We talked about what happened. Did you have any other like prototypes that you were making before Casual Birder? No, you went straight to Casual Birder, right?
Yeah, so none
How is-
before Casual
yeah.
Birder, but I did almost scrap Casual Birder and make a different game. And yeah, so like I think some people have noticed Bennett Body's in like special thanks.
Oh
Bennett
yeah,
was
I
teaching.
did see that.
Yeah, Bennett was my teacher at NYU and was faculty at NYU while I was teaching there. And so like basically like a couple times a day I would like burst into Bennett's door like Kramer and like ask him some
Another
Playdate
teacher.
question or like some programming question or some design question.
That's awesome.
And one of those days I was like, there's no way I can finish this game. It's too big. Can't do it. It's going to be bad. Like, taking pictures of birds isn't fun. And so I'm going to make this other game, which I don't want to talk about because I might still make it someday. But
Yeah, I was gonna ask
Bennett,
you.
Bennett was like, you're not going to be able to make that game. You're not going to be able to make it fun in as much time as you have. Casual Birder is really good. Finish Casual Birder. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. Fine.
Smart. Well done. It was worth
a
it.
hard choice. Yeah, definitely worth it.
Since you're
It's
talking
a
about
good idea, though. You keep your eyes out.
Okay. Since you're talking about the future, tell me about why do you like Playdate and how are you liking it? Well, you've had it for so long. It's not like Maxo, you just got yours.
Yeah, I just got mine like a couple weeks ago.
How you like it?
I love it. Yeah, I think it's really great. It's really fun. There's a lot of like, it is. I think there's a lot of like amazing like third party potential, just independent potential with it. Obviously, with like Pulp and all that. And there's your group
mine.
2 Playdate. They're looking
smashed.
amazing. The texture is really looking serious.
Sorry to make you feel sad.
Oh dang, I hate you. Diego, just send one of those my way, man. You don't need to. I'll send it back. Keep going, Maxo.
No, I think it's a lot of fun. I'm still kind of just like getting acquainted with it. I'm not like going in here for like 10-hour play sessions. I'm kind of just doing a little bit at a time, kind of end of the day kind of thing. Like if I'm catch like a chill moment in the middle of the day, I pull it out. I go to my most well lit corner of the room and take a look at it. My desk lighting isn't the most ideal for it,
Right.
but yeah,
right.
I've really been like enjoying the smaller scale like play sessions, and yeah, I've downloaded a few third-party games, and those are fun. It's really just cool seeing people like experiment with it and like
What games are you guys liking the most? Are you playing any of the community games from itch.io?
Yeah, that's where I've been looking. I do like that somebody made a full-on like Picross game where you can like make custom.
That's my number one. Probably.
Yeah, I love it. I love Picross so much. You can't keep me away from it. And my partner's even more of a Picross fan, so yeah, we both are loving that. It is called.
Are you like making each other
puzzles? Share solve. We haven't made any puzzles yet. We've just been solving and kind of just.
I'm gonna send you a
please.
What are you sending in?
I'm excited.
All my sketch share solve puzzles.
Yes. Oh yeah! Everybody.
I've made like
Playdate.
My like nightly routine has become I put on like a murder mystery show and I lay there and half watch it and listen to it while I just draw puzzles and sketch share solve. That's great.
That's incredible.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm very excited to get that care package from you. I was playing Airball, which is just like a breakout clone. That's really fun. Fishing Simulator seems cool. It doesn't seem like it's fully fleshed out yet. It's still kind of a little like proof of concept.
Right.
As for the Season 1 games, I've been doing a similar thing to Diego, but with boogie loops. Making fun little like loop and boogie loops. Like little bit at a time. That's been really fun. I could pop this open real quick, actually.
Oh yeah, man. Boogie
Not
loops
gonna
is
hear
like
it very
right up
well.
your alley. Here, hold on. Let me turn
I've
your...
only made one
Yeah,
terrible boogie loop.
I have the music turned down so you can, if you want to blast anything.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta navigate here. Here we go. Here we go. I don't know if you can hear that very well.
No, I think
It only
Discord's...
comes through if you also talk while it's playing.
Oh, okay. Oh.
That's unfortunate.
All right, well,
Discord's like...
You'll
processing
have to take
it.
my word for it. Maybe one day I'll actually export like
release a
little
CP.
batch. Yeah, Boogie Loop CP, all like 8-second loops, just like 99 8-second loops. It's a fun goal to aim for, I guess, right? But yeah, it's really cute. I've been playing with that a lot. And I really like. Oh my god, I always forget the name of it, and it's so embarrassing because it's not like in the title. It's the other one that came out with it's time travel. Oh my god, so bad.
Oh, in the seasons? You're talking about the
Time Travel Adventure. It's just Time Travel Adventures.
Oh,
I've been loving that. That's a really fun game.
It's really good.
That's got a little
I think like 20
tulip
something
vibe.
levels in.
Hey, I said it right this time.
It's true. It is very tulip-like. Very I don't know.
It's got its own kind of footprint.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like it looks really nice.
I think it's my favorite
Kata
game since Katamari, probably.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. It like honestly, I've been having like such a good time with it, and it's so funny too. And just the fact that like you wake up every day and you're already late. It's like there's no hope for you ever. The concept is you're trying to make a date in time, and you're always waking up at the exact time you're supposed to meet.
Oh god.
Which I think is a really clever way to kind of like put you in the headspace of just like I'm always fucked no matter what, so I might as well kind of just like
right.
The urgency feels unique. It's still urgent, but it feels like very self-aware in an interesting way.
Yep.
Awesome.
Darling wants to know how far you got in Crankin.
I'm at so I'm like I think I can check right now. I think I just got past the level 20 mark.
Ooh,
you're
nice.
better than me. I'm on 19.
Yeah, I'm on 20. 19 gave me a lot of trouble.
It's
19
hard.
like really like messed with
They're
me.
like sniffing the flower while the lightning comes down. Sorry, spoilers.
Like,
but...
It's all good. All right, guys, we have 9 minutes left. I really want to give you these questions. Talk to me
Make us sound
about
smart.
Talk to me about the future, what you want to see with the future of Playdate, and where are you two going to be in that future? Which I freaking hope you guys are.
Well, Diego, why don't you start this one off?
Have no announcements to make. I would like to see. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see the sort of community stuff take off. I've thought about like
Yeah.
teaching pulp in some of my classes. I'm kind of curious about, so I might
Very
play with
cool.
pulp a bit. I haven't touched pulp yet.
Great idea.
And in fact, like when I made the core of Casual Birder, the SDK was really still very light. So yeah, I kind of want to explore what's there now. And then I don't know. I might work on another project. I'm thinking about it. There's one I really want to make, but I'm also just like right now, like I was fixing bugs like up until we talked, basically. So.
Oh yeah.
You're still on the casual birder train for sure.
Yeah, people are still getting stuck in walls and old versions, but then they update, but then they're still stuck in the walls. So I have to make a way for the walls to eject people, and it's a complicated process.
Definitely. Yeah, and likewise, I'm kind of just like waiting to see what happens. I love to see the progress of the third party stuff. Like I'm definitely open to work on whatever as well. I know somebody that Diego just recently connected me with, Dustin Muro, is working on like a Mario Paint style game.
Ooh.
Sort of like a Mario Paint-esque experience.
That game looks amazing.
How do you
Looks
spell
really incredible. There's a
his
Twitter
last
thread.
name?
It's Mierau. I think. Hold on. I just had it up. Okay, yeah, it's Mierau. Yeah.
Mireio.
Mierau.
I'm following him. Yes.
Yeah, and he's putting together this really amazing looking Mario Paint clone, and it looks as though I will be doing
yes,
music and sound for that.
This has been in the dev forum for a while.
Yeah, we just started talking about it, so
this is
I'm excited to contribute to this in whatever way.
It's 100% right up your alley after talking about all of that. Hey, he likes you.
Yeah, for real.
Yes,
Yeah,
I sent
been
this. This is awesome. This is great. I'm happy.
Incredible so far.
I'm very happy to hear that you two are talking. And yes, I've been excited for this for a while. And yeah, Diego, we hope you get back on the Playdate train soon.
Yeah, we'll see.
What about in general?
Take your time.
What about in general? What's going on in your development life? Are you making any other games at all right now, or just sort of taking a break, bringing it all
I'm
in?
like a little bit between stuff and talking about. There's like I think you went through my website on the early streams and saw a lot of the games were sort of like defunct because of the 32-bit, wave. So I'm talking to some friends about updating some of that stuff, getting stuff back out. While also focusing on Casual Birder. And then I have 20 prototypes that are sitting around, any of which I might return to if the whim, strikes me. I'm a very whim-based person.
Yeah, I hear it. Well, you got to strike when motivation is hot,
Yeah, exactly.
At least for me, that's what I got to do. Are these all Playdate prototypes or all any game prototypes?
I don't have any active Playdate prototypes, but I have a bunch of mobile and PC prototypes.
Cool.
So,
you do have the scrapped Playdate
they'll be funny.
game,
That's
though.
like the main thing.
You do have that one scrapped Playdate game.
But yeah, that is the game idea that I'm thinking about most right now. So we'll see.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, I have 5 minutes left. Anybody in chat, put your questions in now. I'm going to double check to make sure I got through all of my favorite questions.
Oh, Pajama's asking if either me or Diego stream on Twitch. I do not at the moment. I've bounced around the idea, and if I do, then I would probably do like music production streams or something like that. But depends on how my internet is gonna be serving me, and it's not the greatest at the moment. Part of the reason I haven't like really explored the option too much recently.
I don't.
Not opposed to it.
Yeah, I don't regularly. Right now, my Twitch is mostly a way for me to share me playing Dark Souls games with my friends.
Nice.
But I do occasionally do dev streams, and last summer I streamed my way through playing Boku no Natsuyasumi. I was trying to work on my Japanese reading skills, and I translated my way through that game very slowly. I might do that kind of stuff again. So if that sounds interesting to you, same name, Astronomical.
I would love to find some angle for me to learn Japanese because it's been a long time goal that I haven't worked much towards, but yeah, would really love to. Sounds fun. Yeah,
anything that you would like Panic to do differently, or not differently, or add? Like that catalog feature is coming up soon that they announced, which they'll be having a curated selection of games. Mm-hmm. Anything else that you would love to see on the Playdate, or for the Playdate to have? Anything like that?
Little like maybe like Game Boy styled like twisty lamp that you plug into the USB.
Yeah, man, people are trying.
That's gotta be coming.
I think the USB-C port doesn't put out that much power, though.
It puts out like a little bit. I saw
a little sliver. But I mean, look, I love
love
the stereo dock. If they just put that same motivation that they're doing with the stereo dock towards some other accessories, I mean, you got me on board, because like, everything they made is beautiful.
Game is like bolsterous. There's so much they could do, and they got these cool little like holes here.
Yeah,
there's like a lot of like modular potential. I feel
totally 100%.
That anyone can tap into. I mean, game devs and independent devs alike. Like, I'm excited to kind of see some of like the larger scale ideas people have cooking, because I'm sure they have them cooking.
Yeah.
People doing stuff.
Nice. All right. Well, anything else you guys want to say? I think we're reaching our time. Anything else you want to say before we go?
Oh, no, I think I don't know.
We've said a lot. We have said a lot.
You good, Diego? You said your headphones just died.
After back.
Oh no! Perfect timing to die. All right. Well, thank you so much, you all. If there are things I missed in chat, I do Twitter threads where I go through and read and tweet out all the stuff that I've missed. So if you have asked questions, Radstronomical and Maxo will be getting questions sent to their Twitter feeds very soon. So thank you, everybody. Yes, go
Dark
ahead.
Stars, real quick. Dark Star 64 just asked Max, can we get one more made up bird name?
Ooh,
a tall ask, but how about the? Okay.
Ooh, there's some inspiration on screen.
Oh, that's great. Oh, all right. So the magma spotted statue bird.
Ooh,
there we go.
Yeah. That's something actually that Pokemon would
most creative name.
Pokemon would make like a statue bird as a actual Pokemon.
Oh yeah. That's a good idea right there. Statue bird.
Thank you everybody for coming. Oh, go ahead. Were you gonna say something, Diego?
I also just want to say shout out to Cuber, who made Tetris on Playdate, apparently. I'm terrible at Tetris. So
I didn't realize that was you. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm actually that one's sitting in my library as well, so I'll definitely be playing that.
Sorry, Cuber, I keep missing that. Yes, all right. Well, I'm going to say goodbye, everybody. It's 6. I'm going to send you to my friend Garbage Party, who was just in the chat earlier. He's playing Hades. If you guys feel like hanging out with him, he's a wonderful person. I also just want to say thank you to everybody for being here. I love making this show. It's so much fun. Diego, thank you for sending me game assets to play with. I ran out of time. I got too involved with the frames per second.
You did them very good justice.
I will return to making those long screenshots like that Fez moment we had. And I will be uploading the crisp pixel perfect version.
Nice. I'm excited.
So stay tuned for that, everybody. And I hope you also liked the little skit in the beginning. So thank you, everybody, for coming. I love you all. Have a good night. Thanks again, Diego
Later.
and Maxo.
Thank you guys.
Everybody follow
Thanks
each
for having
other. And let's go say hi to my friend Garbage Party, who's just had a birthday. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, this channel is intended for mature audiences. Is it going to let me raid? Pajama, do you know anything about that? Does it not let me raid mature audiences? I don't know. Yes,
Looks like
it
the
will
raid's
let
going
you.
through.
Oh, yeah, there it is. It got super delayed. All right, everybody tell Garbage Party happy birthday at least before you do something. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you. Have a good night.
Bye. Is it over?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going to stop streaming so I can talk to you guys.